Hello.
And welcome to
Let the Girls Play. I'm Kelsey Bailey.
I'm Amelia Bain.
And we're here with an audio-only recap, look back.
A retrospective
On week 12 of the WNBA.
That's right.
The last week of the trade deadline when everybody lost their minds and apparently everybody was requesting to be traded from their teams.
It's been a season of get me out of here. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And I think maybe, honey, if you're requesting a trade, maybe you got to look within yourself too.
You got to look within. You got to recognize that no matter where you go, your problems go there too.
Whether you're on a WNBA team or not, your problems follow you.
Oh, absolutely.
Except for when they don't.
Except for like if you're fleeing like to a country without extradition.
Yeah.
A crime like that. In that case, you're good. Sometimes you got to go, but not all the time. It's not going to solve it all.
Yeah.
Marina Mabry.
Or it will solve everything if you are on a team that is apparently toxic and has bad locker room. We'll get to it.
Just when I stopped talking about the bullying allegations, they are right back.
I
feel vindicated in a way.
Yeah, they're reopening the Sue's Clues file at the FBI. They're saying, Sue, stop pretending to be dating the mascot and start investigating what's going on with your team.
Well, speaking of the FBI,
I was just about to say.
You do.
Let's talk about our number one JFK truther, based on nothing other than us with this joke. Grace Berger, congrats on getting signed for the rest of the season to the Dallas Wings. Let's talk about the Wings. Volt up. 3 losses during week 12.
3 losses and a player screaming at the crowd for being mean to the coach. It's been a tough week in Dallas.
It is a tough time in Dallas, but I will say the bright spot in all of this, Maddie Siegrist is back, and she's balling out of her damn mind. Welcome back, Maddie Siegrist.
Kelsey's, at the beginning of the season, projected most improved player and 6th player of the year.
Yep. And then she got immediately injured. But who knows? Anything can happen. Look, at the end of the day, there's still a lot of basketball to be played.
Still a lot of basketball. She's great. I think I forget because she was injured so much of last season and then she's injured as much of this season. She's so good. And it's nice to see her back at it.
She was the number 2 draft pick, so it's not nothing.
No, she's
balling out.
She's balling out. Welcome back.
Welcome back. And you know what, Dallas Wings? It will be okay. Maisha Hines-Allen is sticking up for baby brother coach because people are shouting, we want Nola as the head coach at the games.
We all want Nola, but
yeah,
we might need to wait till the end of this season to get Nola.
Patience is a virtue.
A virtue.
Sometimes I'm shouting we want Nola at Liberty games when Sandy's putting in Steph Talbot again for whatever reason.
Sandy.
Unbeknownst to me.
We'll get to it. In Dallas, I do want to bring some awareness to, we love to say little stinkers. We're thinking of like Skylar Diggins, Kelsey Plum. We've got a big stinker on the Dallas Wings.
Louisa Geisel-Soder, proving to be a little bit of a problem. Getting scrappy with a lot of people. At one point, when they were playing the Liberty, she was banging under the hoop, probably doing something that was probably supposed to be a foul. Got Sandy so mad, Sandy got teed up.
And Sandy is like pretty level-headed. Sandy's not going to run out and, I mean, she gets fired up sometimes, but
yeah, her little body is tweaking on the sideline, running up and down, but she's never doing anything to get teed up. So you know it's bad when Sandy's hot.
When you've made this, like, just have a go, fun Australian, go absolutely American.
Yeah.
Go American.
She went American mode.
Yeah. To address a German.
To address a German. Hey, and that's World War II, babe.
And that's World War II. We also have our history podcast, so subscribe to our history podcast.
Yes. More JFK truthing over there. But let me tell you something I don't need to try and truth or crack the controversy or the conspiracies, because they're playing pretty well. Welcome back to the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces.
Welcome to the start of the season for the Aces. They have been in preseason mode for 12 weeks. They needed 32
games, and now they're back in. And these last 12 games for them are really going to give them the momentum into the playoffs.
I knew
they're
it.
They're a whole new team.
I knew it. Haven't I been saying, like, no matter how bad they look, I just can't wrap my mind around them being a bad team. I didn't believe it.
I think they're leveling up. I think they're fine. Like, shout out to Dana Evans for coming off the bench and being great. Shout out to Nalissa Smith for finally getting them a big that produces. And also shout out to Becky for benching Jewel Lloyd as a starter.
She had to.
That's changed everything.
It has. And, I mean, I think that Nalissa Smith trade is going to be, they're going to look back and be like, this was our best move.
Yeah.
Because they haven't really made other moves. I know their worst move.
Yeah. And saying, Jewel, take a breather. Make sure your legs are fresh, and then we'll get you in.
We have another A'ja Wilson record to report on. I mean, this is like, I felt like last season every week was a record.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's the first player in WNBA history, we don't do stats, but I believe, to have a 30.20 rebound game.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It sounds right to me. I mean, I feel like after every game we're seeing a graphic, and then they become so jumbled in my mind that I'm like, well, she just keeps going.
Yeah, I think that was it, because A'ja was like, I'm surprised that I'm the first person because there have been so many great players.
Yeah, Asia's MVP. Sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
It doesn't really matter to me how the media reports on things. I know what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing an MVP in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And no discredit to Fee or to Alyssa Thomas, who is consistently getting triple doubles out the waz.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's A'ja for me.
I don't know. We said it last year. She's forever MVP until she decides to retire.
Yeah, eternal MVP for the millennia.
I told you I got some A'ja Wilson shorts for my birthday.
Yes, you sent them to me. They're so cute. How do they feel?
They feel great. And I find myself kind of rolling up one of the legs a little bit, you know, when I'm playing softball in them. Like, kind of like A'ja does.
You're channeling her.
I'm channeling.
Then you put your shirt into your sports bra.
Yes.
Your jersey into your sports bra, and
I've got my leg sleeve.
Yeah. You got a handshake with Bam.
Mm-hmm. I text Bam before all of my rec softball games just to check in.
You don't hear back, but
how'd
you
get this number?
Yeah. You say bot. He says bot. Stop. Let's move on to the Chicago Sky, because we have to talk about them. We all forget that they are a team.
I forget they're a team, and usually when I remember, it's because something bad has happened.
Something's happened to Angel Reese. Also, Angel Reese has been out for the past couple games. Once again, we are pleading with the WNBA to let these girls heal.
Please let them heal.
Let them heal.
We are currently missing Caitlin Clark. I think Arike has been out.
Yeah, she was out for the game on last night, Tuesday.
We're missing Angel. Oh my! We got Stu. The Liberty are missing basically the whole roster.
Yeah, they're putting Sandy in soon. They're putting Ellie in soon.
They're putting Ellie in. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But the Chicago Sky, they did have a win over the Mystics. Great for morale. But then losing to the Dream and to the Fever and continuing to lose. But in all of this, I have to say, Camila Cardozo is so good.
Yes.
She's just consistently getting like an insane amount of rebounds. And like when they are feeding her and she is banging under that basket, she's an unstoppable force. A true center in this league is her and Aaliyah Boston. They're the only ones.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Breezy.
And Breezy, of course. Yeah.
And then I say like the list of all the other centers.
And just imagine if the Sky had prioritized finding a point guard earlier. We could have she could have been getting fed for weeks and weeks.
Chicago Sky, what are we doing?
We're tanking, Kelsey.
We're trying to get that number one. I mean, right now they're second to last place.
Yeah. I think they can do it because Connecticut they've decided they're a good team.
Good. Well,
no, I mean, there's signs of life compared to the beginning.
There's signs of life. They're waking up. Not enough to, I think, even get them to the playoffs.
Absolutely not. They will not be in the playoffs. That's okay. That's okay. We don't need that from them. But I do think it's a reasonable goal for the Chicago Sky to lose more games than them for the remainder of the season.
Yeah. Get in that bottom. Have the most chances of getting picked for that number 1 draft.
And it probably still won't go to them because
probably not.
It's not their year.
No, it's going to go to the Dallas Wings probably because it's rigged. Just kidding. As much heartbreak as we are experiencing in Chicago, I need to talk about a personal heartbreak that I experienced last week with my Sticks. Still stick season.
Always.
Even though I am without my Slim Summer has moved to Seattle. I'm no longer having a Slim Summer in Washington, D.C. I'm no longer doing a Segway tour around D.C. for Slim Summer.
It's still stick season, but...
It's still stick season. Nevertheless, the sticks persisted. Brittany Sykes traded to the Seattle Storm for Alicia Clark, Zaya Cook, and the 2026 first-round pick. Then, after that, they finally cashed in on all those freaking rumors and traded Aaliyah Edwards for J.C. Sheldon and the 2026 pick to the Connecticut Sun.
Good for Aaliyah Edwards. I didn't like the, will they, won't they trade her.
That was fucked
I didn't
up.
like the rumors. You know?
The nastiness, the rumors.
The nastiness, the rumors.
Yeah, Aaliyah Edwards, I'm glad you got out of the toxicity of will I be traded and finally have your answer of yes, I will be traded. I'm going back to Connecticut, baby, where I was a Yukon Husky.
Everybody in Connecticut is already a fan.
Yeah.
You walk anywhere in Connecticut and they're like, oh my God, is that? Oh my God, that's Aaliyah Edwards.
Mm-hmm. She can't have a blue cheese fondue dip in peace because people are constantly going to be coming up to her at Michael Jordan Steakhouse. And she's reunited with Olivia Nelson-Ododa, her former Husky teammate. So that's something.
That's nice. I'd like to reapply for the job as assistant to the players. What was it called? It was like
player guide
player
or
attendant.
something like that.
Player
player
attendant.
And also she'll get the chance to learn from Tina Charles up close and personal. And that's priceless.
That is priceless. Because Tina is the mentor of mentors.
Mm-hmm. She's your favorite mentor's favorite mentor.
Absolutely.
Tina Charles. So a lot of things happening in Washington. Really sad about it. Really sad to have Brittany Sykes gone. She loved her rookies, but not enough to not request a trade. She did request a trade out of Washington, and forever that will sit heavy on my heart.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah. She wanted to go to a team with playoff potential. And wouldn't the gag be the Seattle Storm don't go to the playoffs and the Washington Mystics do? There's only a 2-game difference between the two of them.
I do wonder if she's going to regret leaving the team with some of the best vibes to go to a team with the most toxic vibes. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it, but Washington Mystics, I'm still with you. I ride with you.
But
unless you're playing the Liberty.
You have Slim on the West Coast. That's kind of fun.
I have Slim on the West Coast. I can feel her presence on the West Coast.
Can we talk about tragedy?
Please. I mean, from a personal tragedy of people being traded to an absolute tragedy that is plaguing this league this season. Injury after injury. Divas down.
Divas down. Point guards down.
Point guards down, especially in Indiana. Let's talk about it.
The day after her birthday, Sydney Colson tears her ACL. Face of the league tears her ACL. Ari McDonald breaks her foot.
Yeah, and not even she still played the game. It was during the game against the Mercury where it was a lot of scrappiness with Dewana Bonner. But both of them, 2 divas down in one game, they come out and announce Sydney Colson and Ari McDonald are out for the rest of the season. Caitlin Clark currently out. Who is running point for the Indiana Fever?
They have signed Odyssey Sims, but that's just one.
Acclimated.
Who's her backup? Who's her backup? Odyssey
Aaliyah
Sims,
Boston?
recovering from injury, you will be playing a full game.
Yeah. She made her debut last night in their game against the Wings. I don't think she got a lot of minutes, but sweet Lord. The injuries, I can't this. I know that, we've talked about it so much, but there's not a day that goes by that someone's not out for an injury.
I know.
In any capacity.
And I haven't been bringing her up enough because she's not playing this season, but this started before the season even began with Benijah Laney Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
that was an unrivaled injury. But I just wanted to say that set the tone for me. My favorite player going down, that set the tone that this season would be one of immense pain.
Immense pain. You know, we have more games in the schedule. No real break for these players. Last year, we at least, when we had an increase in games, we had the Olympic break. There was some semblance of an all-star break. There's no difference in the timeline. We're still going to the same amount of weeks. And we're adding 4 games there. Back-to-backs on back-to-backs.
It's
People
too much.
Traveling, no chance to like recoup, recharge. And they're still getting paid the same amount as when they were playing frickin' 33 games or 38 games or however frickin' many like 3 years ago. So
and they don't even have extra game money to DoorDash food for themselves when they're recovering from ACL surgery.
They can't even get a Crunchwrap Supreme. DoorDash.
This is sick.
It's
Kathy,
sick and twisted.
It's on you.
Kathy, there's blood on your hands. Truly.
There's ACLs on your hands.
There's ACLs on your hands. She's holding all the torn ACLs in her hands. And it's just really crazy. And it's particularly heartbreaking because I love Sig Coulson. She is the face of the league. She was, I don't want to see her down. It's just heartbreak after heartbreak with injury. And for the Connecticut Sun, it's heartbreak after heartbreak with losses. 3 losses to the Mercury Sparks and Aces during week 12.
They've got Aaliyah Edwards, so they've got something to hopefully change things a bit.
Yeah, I think I'm not losing hope. To your
I
point,
believe in them.
I don't think they'll be in last place.
That's the thing.
I think it's clicking. It's coming together. Layla Lacan is getting activated and acclimated in a way that's big. Part of the reason that the Liberty just absolutely got dog-walked by the Sun is because of Layla Khan playing such great defense and getting steals out the ass. The sun has not set on the Connecticut Sun.
The sun has not set. And I think it's a really good goal, what you said, Kelsey, that they're not going to end in last place. I think that's a great goal for them to just try to, end with some momentum. Mm-hmm. I believe in them.
Let's go, not last place. Let's go. We can do it.
I'm trusting my gut about the Sun are going to have a good end of the season. Just like I needed to trust my gut that there was a bullying problem in Seattle. Can we talk about it?
Let's frickin' talk about it because, honey, the case is open. Sue's Clues is coming out of the Disney vault and it needs to be reopened because there was an article talking about Alicia Clark said that she had requested the trade out of Seattle. She said it was because she wanted to have be more productive and have more time off the bench and get more, be a productive player. There was an article that came out that maybe that's not all totally the truth, and maybe she
was getting
a little bit of bullied, and there was some hot tempers in the locker room between players with little intervention from the coaching staff.
I mean, and Alicia Clark is coming from Vegas, where she's used to the coach being the meanest person in the room.
Maybe not the meanest, but the most intimidating and scariest looks. Yeah.
And then you come into an environment where like the players are bullying you and the coach is doing nothing to regulate that. Mm-hmm. I'd want out too.
I pray for our sweet little baby Dominique Malonga. 19 years old. This is her first experience in the league. She's being a double-double queen right now, but at what cost?
I hope she's too tall to hear whatever Skylar Diggins is saying.
Yeah, I hope it's all like it's like Charlie Brown teacher, like
yeah. So they were bullying her. They were bullying Alicia Clark over her performance.
It might not be directly bullying Alicia Clark. Maybe it was just like an environment of bullying. Like maybe it was one time it was one player. Like, I think maybe the focus shifts on whoever. I don't know.
I don't like that though.
There's people demanding greatness and it's coming at the cost of like bullying people into trying to be great. But guess what? Seattle Storm at time of recording are at 16-16 with people like the Los Angeles Sparks coming up the ranks with their wins.
Mm-hmm. It all evens out. If you're going to be nasty, if you're going to be mean, eventually catches up to you. What goes around comes around. Is that what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Justin Timberlake. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. He said that first.
Yeah. He said, I think he coined it. He said he coined it that and, oh yeah, faux shiz.
It's faux shiz. And they call me Lake. Timberlake.
I don't know that one.
Timberlake. Oh,
I don't know
Kelsey,
that.
This is an embarrassing video. You gotta look. I'll send it to you.
Oh, yeah, send it to me after. Because guess what? We got to talk about the Minnesota Lynx. Already clinched their playoff spot. Nobody's touching the Minnesota Lynx. They are unstoppable, even with Nafisa Collier out for 2 weeks with a sprained ankle.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And I think, yes, just know, listener, the Lynx have won every game pretty much that they have played in the past week. But the biggest news for me coming out of week 12 was the Minnesota Lynx signed Jalen Sherrod of the New York Liberty, the 2024 champion, going to the team that is constantly complaining about how their championship was stolen from them.
It is, I can't imagine. I'm happy for Jalen, and I'm sure that Jalen Sherrod is happy to have another opportunity to play basketball and maybe win another championship. Probably win another championship.
Jalen's going back to back. Yeah.
But it must be a little awkward in there, showing up with the ring. You think you wear it?
Yeah. Especially if the first game that Jalen played with them was at Barclays against the Liberty. You know that locker room was them all talking about, like, we got to do this because we had a thing stolen from us, blah, blah. And Jalen was
just kind of in the corner like, oh.
Yeah, the Homer Simpson meme of him, like, going back into the bushes.
That's so Jalen.
Her going into her locker. That's so Jalen.
We had Zazzle Queen continuing to be a troll. We know she's a troll, saying that she wanted to get some, did she say corporate knowledge?
Yeah. They were like, what do you think Jalen brings to the team? And she's like, I don't know. She just got here. If anything, corporate knowledge. It's like, girl.
I love her. If I was a Lynx fan.
She's too real. She's too real.
But if we lived in Minnesota, we would be riding so hard for her. We would be like, she's sick. We love her.
Yeah, my Cheryl Reeve impression would be spot on.
I know. We got to work on it.
Eventually, we'll all move to Minnesota when we have to get away from the coasts.
I'm Minnesota. I'm coming for you. I've been laying the groundwork for my Minnesota move.
Yeah. Get the Lutheran churches ready. Here comes Amelia Bain. Mall of America, clear out. Here comes Amelia Bain.
I'm ready for you.
But I'm not in Minnesota yet. I am currently living in Los Angeles. So let's talk about my adopted new team that I'm rooting for when they're not facing off against teams I like better, the Los Angeles Sparks. Also, I think this second half of the season is going to be huge for them. It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Cam is back. Alyssa Paley's on the team. This is going to be a beautiful end to the season.
Julie Allemand had a triple-double. Let's go.
Let's go,
Sparks. I think, their biggest strength is also their biggest weakness, and that is Kelsey Plum, who's out here kicking shins when she's having bad games.
She is
stinkiest
stinker in the game. I love her, though.
It's like me when I was like 10 years old and just didn't know how to control my emotions.
Yes. I was like about to say, it's like watching a child play. It's like watching the best child basketball player in the world.
They need a coach on the sideline that's just in charge of regulating Kelsey Plum.
They need a mommy coach.
They need a mommy coach who will put like a weighted blanket on her, or, put a little music in her headphones, or have a little stuffy for her to help regulate so she's not kicking.
Whoever has been working with Marina Mabrey needs to work with Kelsey Plum.
Sanaya Rivers. We got to find a young dyke to regulate Kelsey Plum, and there are no dykes aside from Emma Cannon on this
I wouldn't
team.
say currently, but I do think there was a time in my life where me, a dyke, it was kind of my calling to regulate my straight women friends, to sort of just like settle them down. Yeah, I think it's just part of the journey.
It's part of the journey. We got to get, just more dykes on the Sparks to regulate Kelsey Plum.
And maybe that's the problem, is they're a very straight team.
Too straight.
Very straight. We got to get we'll work on the draft next year.
It can't
prioritize
we'll work on the
that.
Dyke draft. Yeah, Dyke draft coming in 2026. But I'll tell you a team that, you know what? They got some dykes on there. Some of them are rumored to be dating each other. Let's talk about the Golden State Valkyries.
Ooh.
Apparently, the rumor that and this is all hearsay, but I love a little num 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 tasty rumor. Kate Martin and her girlfriend, we already talked about it, broke up.
Yes.
apparently, allegedly, in the fanfic world, she's dating Veronica Burton.
Really?
Something's happening there. But it's also like maybe it's just two dykes talking to each other on a bench. But
yeah. Remember when we were like, oh, Maureen Johannes and Steph Dolson are talking all the time. They're dating. Yeah. No, they're just friends.
Maureen was engaged to Gabby Williams. But
You know what's not a rumor? Confirmed hatching.
Confirmed hatching. Welcome Violet, the bird. I don't know what type of bird she is.
I don't know either, but I'm into it.
Yeah. Welcome to Violet with her cute little glasses. Kind of similar to mine.
I'm not wearing them now, but as a glasses wearer, to be represented.
I love it.
I love that.
That's beautiful. They teased this freaking egg for so long. They had so many sketches about this freaking egg, and then it finally hatched, and Violet came out throwing ass. She's very cute. She looks like the nerdy chipmunk from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, Simon.
Theodore.
Simon.
Yeah. Alvin.
So, okay.
She looks like a
Ellie
chipmunk.
is definitely the Alvin, causing trouble. Mm-hmm. So we've got a Simon. Mm-hmm. Is Sky the mascot in Chicago Theodore?
No.
We're waiting on our Theodore.
We need our Theodore.
Theodore's adorable.
I think the Theodore is probably the panda in Washington.
Okay.
DC.
Yeah, I think
kind
you're
of
right.
bumbling, like cute little.
Yeah. And Sky
chubby
is
little thing. Yeah.
Is no one.
And Sky is no one.
It's good to have beef with other mascots.
Yeah.
Ellie respects you if she's, if she's
paying attention to you.
She called out that like she came out of an egg already a few weeks ago for the Lady Gaga week.
Yeah, been there, done that. Yeah. Done there, been that.
Done there, been that.
Done there, been that. Let's talk about the Phoenix Mercury. No eggs in sight. All
vegan.
I was trying to think of an egg. Yeah, it's vegan over there.
It's vegan in Phoenix because not an egg in sight.
Not an egg in sight. Not a freaking egg in sight. Phoenix Mercury. Shout out Alyssa Thomas. Third straight triple-double. First to ever do it in the WNBA. Maybe of all time. Who knows? But Alyssa Thomas, the engine.
We need to do better about making a fuss over her triple doubles because it doesn't happen, and it just seems like another day at work for her.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's her and DeWanna Bonner bouncing off each other, having a combined 41 points against the Fever. Like,
I'm so glad
sort of
DB did whatever needed to be done to get there.
Passenger Princess rolled up and said, "We're coming back. Get ready for Connecticut Sun 2.0 in Phoenix." There was one thing, and like I love the announcers for the Mercury. It's Annie Myers Drysdale and then some other dyke who I love, and they just are like so cute together, and they're just whatever. She had like the most insane quote that I needed to write down because I was like, this is insane. When Alyssa Thomas and DB had 41 combined points, obviously they are a power couple. She was like, they're celebrating now, and I bet they'll be celebrating back at home with a glass of sarsaparilla. And I was like, what does that mean, you old crazy dyke?
That's why we need more elder lesbians behind the announcer's mic. We need them to just whatever is coming off the top of their head. That's what I want to hear. Having a glass of sarsaparilla.
A glass of sarsaparilla. Also, it's like, to be like, they're going to go home and I'm like, what, fuck each other's brains out? No, they're going to have a glass of sarsaparilla. Like, it's just so funny. It wasn't Annie Myers Drysdale that said that. It was the other one whose name I can't remember. And I'm so sorry to her because she is, after my Steve Carell announcer, she's a favorite.
She's your favorite.
Yeah. And I wish I knew anything about this next team's announcing team.
I don't know enough.
I don't know enough. I need to figure out how I can characterize the Atlanta Dream announcers. Because guess what? I got to be watching more Atlanta Dream games because they are in third right now, sitting at 20-11. They are neck and neck with the New York Liberty for second place.
They are in striking distance to win the championship. Let's go.
Let's go. This is our prediction. The Connecticut Sun, not in last place. The Atlanta Dream, winning it all, baby.
We are wild. And talking about wild, Ryan Howard, who has missed several weeks of play, is back, but gone again. Got 2 technical fouls, kicked out of the game.
For something so stupid. She was like, what the hell? And like they kicked her out.
You should be allowed to say what the hell, especially responding to how the refs are reffing. Oh, definitely you can say what the helly.
Yeah, especially if it's at the refs for being crazy. I've seen people hook a player around the neck and not get teched for it.
It's just been a mess.
It's a freaking mess. And it's only getting worse. Kathy, this is also on your hands, girl. These techs, you should be getting fined for them. Eject Kathy.
They should make Kathy ref the game.
They should. They should in her New York dress.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the New York dress, let's talk about the New York Liberty. 2 wins against the Wings. Welcome, Emma Miesemann. Thank God for you. But could not pull off the win against the Lynx. It was neck and neck for so long until it wasn't, and everything fell apart.
It really did.
I was screaming.
I was so surprised how well they hung with the Lynx. I mean, I guess Fee wasn't there, so I don't know why I was so surprised, but why'd you do all that for 3 quarters if you're going to, like, boof it at the end?
Just freaking boof it at the end. And, like, what are you waiting for to beat this team? Stewie's not coming back until the end of the month. She gave them a deadline that she needs to be back by her birthday, which is apparently, like, the 27th or something. Let's find it within ourselves. New York Liberty is so hot and cold.
I know. The only thing that... Well, 2 things give me comfort. Number 1, Big Mies. Emma Miesemann is playing very well. The other thing that brings me comfort is we lost to the Lynx so much last year, too.
Yeah.
They dog-walked us all season.
True.
So,
we have a graphic. On our own court, they dog-walked us.
Yes.
At the Commissioner's Cup in Long Island, they dog-walked us. Anything can happen in playoffs, but right now, the cracks in the foundation are showing a little bit, and I think it's going to take a lot of work to fix them. And I don't know if we have that much time because this freaking schedule is insane.
I know. You brought up the Commissioner's Cup in Long Island, and it made me think that, so I opted out of my season tickets for next year because they tried to raise the price a crazy amount again. And this year it was too much. And they said why. They asked why, and I said the price increase, but I said also that I didn't appreciate having to go to Long Island when they could have had the game at Barclays Center last season.
Hell yeah! Never let them forget it.
And I don't think, and I don't know if anyone will read that.
Ass,
but I'll never forget, and I'll never forget it.
If I ever get to meet Sandy Brondello, if I ever get to meet Josai, that's the first thing I'm going to say to him.
Yeah, I'm going to say,
Josai, I'm coming for you for that.
I remember.
And you know what I always remember and never forget? That everyone involved with the WNBA is a hero. Except the refs.